Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So inshallah we'll start straight away lah. Okay. So today, let's share my screen. Okay. So today we are finally going to be able to crush the food that we were doing. So by the end of this, basically what your game should be is it comes out, okay, and then you'll be able to swap the food. Like for example, this one you can swap with this one, okay. And when when you find that there is a row or a column that has 3 or more of the same type of food, it will collapse. It will like for example this one. If we to change this to this this baguette with this cheesecake, so you'll have 3 cheesecake. So all 3 cheesecake will disappear, and then all these 3 will fall down to the bottom here. Okay. Now what will happen is that there will be a chain reaction. Okay, so when all these 3 fall down here, this is also a cheesecake. So the cheesecake will come here. This cheesecake we have already changed to here. So there will be 3 cheesecake down here. So the cheesecake will also disappear. And then all of this will fall down here. Okay, so let's see that happen. You saw that? So what happened is that they, like I mentioned, all fall down. And then over here, the cheesecake also fall down and then bring down everything else from here. And then there was some other food that was also 3 and then they also fall down. Okay, so it's just like Candy Crush, except for, you know, there's no fancy animation, there is no sound suddenly, you know, nice or, you know, excellent and things like that. Okay, so we will have to add that later, but for now I just want to teach you guys exactly how the logic of the component. Okay, so we'll go through the source code first, so that I will explain what is happening in the source code, and then what I will need you guys to do is that you guys can compare your source code to the source code at GitHub. Okay, because I already pushed it to GitHub, so that to update your game, you you compare to the source code at GitHub, because it's quite long. Okay, right. Okay, let's get down to it. Right. So the first thing is we have our food picks. This food picks wouldn't be the same as the one previously, because there was one point where I removed some of the food, and then I found that it was too easy, added some more food, and things like that. So this might not be the same. Okay, grid we already had before this, which was to tell which food is contained in which position. Okay, selected pick and cover hover, I think we already had before this. Sorry. If we didn't, then if there's anything that you guys don't understand, then you guys can ask me. Okay, var found same is an array of the same food that we found. Okay, so what we're trying to do is, okay, let me just go over the logic that we're trying to do here. Okay, so what we're trying to do is, like for example, this one, if we were to move here, it will destroy these 3, right? Okay, so so what we're going to do is that we're going to have an array that have a position of these 3 I don't know what it is, shawarma. This is some sort of shawarma. So we will need an array to keep which one is being destroyed, and also what type of food is actually being destroyed. So while we are checking the food, we will have to check the type the position and the type of food. Okay, so let's go through all the source code first. You guys can see the source code, right? Hello, anybody there? Okay. All right. The first part that we have here is the enum game state: waiting, checking, and destroying. Okay, this is the enum is used for setting up sort of like a constant value for something. Okay, so the reason why we want to use enum is so that we doesn't make a mistake. If we were to use, let's say, we can put, for example, the game state a string. We can use string, but then if we were to use a string that we did not specify before that, then there might be an error that we cannot, it's difficult for us to find. So what we do is that we know that our game state, there's going to be 3 states of the game, right? It's either waiting, okay, it's checking, or it's destroying. Okay, so this, in this position whereby nothing is happening right now, is just waiting. Okay, so when I switch from this one to this one, when I switch these two together, it will first have to go into checking. So it will check all of the rows and all of the columns. If there is any food that is 3 or more in a row or in a column. Okay, after it checks, if it finds any, then it will destroy it first. Okay, it will destroy those food first. Once it's finished destroying, then it will continue checking until it finished the checking and that it didn't find any more. Only then does it go back to waiting. Okay, so that is the state. So what we have here is the variable game state. Don't worry, I'll give the link back. Okay, for the source code, you guys can copy from here. Okay, so let me just explain what's happening. Right, so you have the variable game state. Okay, so game state is a variable where you keep what is the current state of the game. Now, we try to differentiate what is what is fixed by giving it all capital letters. This is just a convention that we are trying to use so that we understand when it is all capital letters, this is something that does not change. It is not something that we can change. This is something that is fixed, permanent. Okay, so the game state that changed, we use the small letters. So variable game state equals to game state dot waiting. Okay, so we start off with the game state in a waiting condition. Okay, we have this change peak already had before this. Okay, change selected, we already had before this. but I'm not sure that I explained it before this, which is what change selected does is it change whether the for example, if I was to click here, okay, click here, change selected will actually change the green box, whether the green box come up or not. Okay, so that is what change selected does, right? So that one is already done with using the current selected, not current node, not it just uses this. Okay, so current node current selected equals to not current node current selected. So what it does is that it reverses what is the position of the current node current selected variable status. So if the current selected is true, it becomes not true. Okay, if the current selected is false, it becomes not false, which is true. Okay, so it goes round and round. So this is what change selected does. Okay, location is the vector for the rotation of the It's a bit wrong. Oh, well. This is a bit wrong, but we'll check later where we use it. Function selected location. Function change selected location. Oh, you don't have, yeah. So if you don't have it, then you can copy it into your source code. So that's why I give the GitHub link just now. Okay. So you don't have it, you just put it in first. If there's another error, I'm thinking that probably there's another error because this is about the block variable. So if in your block you do not have current selected, then it might be a problem. But later we can check out this one if you have an error. Okay. So already this is how we will this one up to here it was already there before. Okay, which is we get the we set the grid to have random food. Okay, and we change all the pics of the grid. Okay, and then game state we set it to game state.checking. Okay, so essentially actually rather than game state we start with waiting, we actually start with checking first. So and then we update states. Okay, what update states does is that you will check all of the condition all of the state of the grid and see where you can collapse or not collapse. Okay, update pics is actually it just change all of the pics. So rather than like for this one we change one by one. Okay, update pics, it goes over all the row, all of the columns, and it update with the current value of what is inside grid. Okay. Okay. Check grid. Check grid is a function for us to check every grid. Okay. The position in that grid, whether it is already easy within our current function. Okay. Let me just try to explain it. It is over here. We the first thing we do is that when we want to check, for example, when I move here to here, okay, so it will go one by one. So we check over here, found same, okay, equals to we first check the size of found same. Okay, if the size is 0, that means it haven't found anything yet. That means we are just starting from the beginning. Okay, So if we are starting from the beginning, then whatever the value that we have there, you put it into function. So function.append will put whatever value that we have currently found over here. So vector, column, and row, we put it into the variable position. Okay, and then the current food type, we put it into the food. Yeah, Kaka, you got a question?
Do we have to copy and paste everything from the bottom
You have
after
to
the
you have to copy and paste whichever parts that it's not the same as mine.
Okay, so everything from the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So okay. So the thing is, if it didn't find any food yet, that means it's the first one. Yes, yes. You can copy from the GitHub link that I give them. You copy paste from the GitHub link I give them. So if we found it, there is nothing there yet, then we just add it because we don't have anything to compare with yet. Okay, but it will look. Okay, you will come again. Okay, under here update state, it will come again. So row, column, and then we check grid. So first we check 0, 0, and then check 0, 1, and then we check 0, 2, and then we check 0, 3. Okay, so we're going to check here, and then we're going to check here. Okay, so when we are checking here, okay, so we check grid, row, column. We tell the function which row, which column, which row, which column, which row, which column. Okay. So the next time we check the row and column, okay, if we come in and we found that the found same, there's already a value inside found same, okay, which is the vacant, right? So what we do is that we check if the found same 0 dot food, okay, that means the first value of found same dot food. Okay, dot food, that means we want to access only the food variable inside the object of the function, equals to the grid of the grid position, which is the grid position. I put it up here because it's easier. We can just use one time and then we just so is it the same or not? Okay, so you first compare this bacon and then with this shawarma. Is it the same? It's not the same. If it's not the same, what you will do is that you will check. Is it the size is more than 3? Okay. If the size is less than 3, okay, if it's more than 3, that means you can already destroy whatever that is already found. Okay. You can already destroy whatever that is already found. You already found 3 or above. But if it's not more than 3, then okay, over here is game state equals to game state. Sorry. So if it's more than 3, then game state become destroying. Okay. So after that, it check that the game state is not destroying. It's still checking. Okay. It's still checking. Then what we will do is that we will clear the found state, which is just now you had bacon. We're going to clear that. We are going to append the new food that we found. Okay. So shawarma. So and then we're going to compare shawarma with donut with bun with. So and then we're going to go on that way, and then if we don't find any, then we'll go this way, blah. We'll go this way. Okay, so this one, if I move it to here, so at first the food will be shawarma, and then it goes down, it will be shawarma, and then it goes down, it will be shawarma. So every time it found the shawarma, it add to food save. It add to food save. It add to food save. Until to one point it reach here, it's no longer the same. Okay, it's no longer food save. sorry, it's no longer shawarma. So it goes to here where the food same size is more or equals to 3. Okay, so because there will be 3 shawarma here, so game state becomes destroying. So it will change the game state into destroying stage. Okay. So update states is a function where we check all of the states that we currently have. So game states equal to game state. If currently it's checking, that what we do is that we check the row and column first. Okay, we go row by row. This is going row by row, and then column by column. Okay, so what we're doing is that we're going row by row, and we're checking whether this one is the same with this one, is the same with this one. Okay, down here, okay, so it goes through like that until it reach outside. That means it's finished already. Okay, the check grade is already finished. If it found that the size is more or equals to 3, okay, this one, the reason why this one is here is because, for example, if you were to check, for example, let's say this was a donut. Okay, donut, yes, donut, yes, donut. Okay, over here, you become donut, yes, but it will what? It will add to the food, but it will never goes to destroying, because when you found the third donut, okay, it adds to the food, okay, and then there's no fourth donut. Okay, there's no fourth donut. So when it goes check to the next row, we got to make sure that those 3 donuts is destroyed first. Okay, so that's why outside of the check grid, we check again, which is the same check over here, which is if the found same size is more than 3, more equals to 3, then we change it to destroy. Okay, if it's not, okay, over here check, if it is not destroying, then you clear back the function. Okay, so that means this one is donut, then you will go into destroying. Destroying, it goes into another function. But if it's not the same, then you will check the next row, and then you will check the next row. So your font same got to be clear, so that this one, this burger, will start with empty font same. Okay, if it starts with the one that was kept here, okay, then you're going to have a problem. For example, if let's say this hot dog, this donut, right? Let's say over here was a donut. Then by the end of this, you will go down here, and then you will have 2 donuts inside function, but it's actually not on the same row. Okay, so we want to make sure that it's on the same row. So we clear the. So this is for one column. Sorry, one row. Okay, so on every row we will do this. So by the end of the row, if it's not clear, if it's not destroying, then you got to clear it so that you can check the next row. And check the next row. Okay. So and then what we do is that once we have checked all of the row by row, we check row by row is all clear, then we check column by column. So this one is essentially the same as this, except for we change the position of the column and the row. Okay, we switch it. Okay, over here is column row first and then column. Down here is just column first and a row. That means just now the first one is going to check this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, and then down here we're going to check it's this way and this way and this way and this way and this way. Okay, so as long as we don't find anything to destroy, then over here what we do is that we check over here. If we don't find anything to destroy, that means it's still checking, then the game state becomes waiting. Okay, So after we check all of the rows, after we check all of the columns, there's nothing to destroy, then it goes back to waiting so that the user can select another thing to switch. Okay. If it goes into destroying, okay, then you need to destroy all of the food that is the same first. Okay. So what we do is that if found.same size is more than 0. So this one we're checking whether we have destroyed all of the food that is the same. Okay. So but what we're going to do is that we're going to slow down the thing so that, for example, if we move here to here, we're going to destroy this one first. And then after that, we destroy this one. And then after that, we destroy this one. Okay. We destroy the shawarma, and then we destroy this shawarma, and then we destroy this shawarma. One by one. Because when we destroy it, you have to replace everything on top of it. Okay. So if you destroy this first one, you have to come in with a new thing to put in here. Okay. So, and then you will destroy this shawarma, and then you got the one on top of it, you have to go down, and then a new thing has to come in. Okay, and then destroy this shawarma, then this item will have to go down, this item will have to go down, and then at the top here, a new thing should have to come in. Okay, so that's the logic here. If found same size is more than 0, that means there's something to destroy. Okay, var current destroy equals found same dot pop front. Okay, what pop front does is that it starts from the beginning. Okay, it starts from the beginning. It takes that very value from the beginning, and it deletes it from the array. Okay, that's what pop front does. It takes the value, it deletes it from the array. Okay, so we say current destroy equals to found same dot pop front. So it's going to take this first one, and then it's going, this current destroy is the one that we're going to be using. Okay, so while current destroy dot position dot y is more than 0. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to look over every single grid on top of the current one that we're destroying. So let's say we're destroying this one, right? Okay, and then what we do is that we first replace this one, and then we replace this one, and then it's already less than 0 because this is 0, right? So over here it's less than 0, so no need to replace anymore. Okay, so what we do is that grid current destroy post y times 5 plus current destroy post x equals to current destroy post y minus 1. Okay, times 5. So what we're talking about? We're talking about this current one that we're destroying. Okay, the value of this have to be the same as the value on top. Okay, current destroy 1 minus 1. Current destroy y minus 1. Okay, and then what we do is that we current destroy the post y minus equals to 1. So that then we go move up so that we can destroy the next one. Okay, and then we move up until we come out. Okay, and then the very last one, we will say current destroy post x. So we know we only need post x because we know that this one will become 0. By the time post y equals to 0, then basically it's just 0, like 0 plus current destroy post x equals to current destroy post x. So we don't need to put this one. We just put the x, and then we tell what is the food, the random food, the new random food. Okay, and then what it will do is that it will go on to the next bit because this is run at update states. Okay, this function update states. Function update state is called in every process. Okay, so every process. So what we're doing is that there will be a time when it's processing just destroy one by one until it's all finished. All the function is already finished, and then the state of the game will change back to checking. Okay, so it will go back to checking. So it will check. Is there any more that need to be destroyed? Okay. If it goes all the way to checking and then it didn't find anything, okay, it goes all the way to checking and then it goes all the way to checking, and while it's checking, it didn't find anything, it didn't need to destroy anything anymore, then it goes into waiting. Okay, so once it goes into waiting, then you can have your input. Okay, over here, this is one of the things that I changed. The input I added so that I make sure that when the user press, the game state equals to waiting. Okay, so the user cannot sort the candy while the food while it is being destroyed. Okay, because it's destroying one by one. We don't want the user to interfere with the destroying. Okay, so by the time you've done all of that, then you should be able to have a game that is for now. There's a lot of rules that have not been applied yet, so I can actually move them according to however I like. So over here I can move here, even though it didn't find anything to destroy, you can actually stay there. So then I can move here to here. It will destroy it destroy this tree, and then it brings down the rest, and then it brings out the new food. Okay, so for example, this one, if I was to move here, then it will destroy this tree. Okay, so it will destroy this tree. So this baguette will go all the way down here. Okay, and then while it's going all the way down here, you will actually have added new food on top of it. Okay, so the baguette goes all the way down here, and then we add burger and then cheese and pie. Okay, so that is more or less an explanation of the algorithm of what we're trying to achieve. Any questions? No? Any questions? Okay. So you guys copy first from the trying. Actually, this is not even the most complex, because there is a situation where, for example, if you have 3 over here, let's say you switch the thing. You have 3 over here and then 3 down here. You will only destroy the 3 over here. It doesn't destroy the 3 down here. If you play Candy Crush, you will actually destroy both. So in Candy Crush, the algorithm is even more complex. But for now, this is the best that I can do, so that you guys hopefully can start to understand. Yeah, really? Oh, okay. So you copy over first from the GitHub, and press on food. The green box display and the other food. Okay. Try to show your screen. Hold on.
Okay. It goes here.
Let me see your source code first. Let's go down. Okay. Let me explain. Can you stop sharing for a while? okay. One thing that I mentioned, I've made a bit of a mistake before this, but now it's a bit too late, so we just go on with it. Okay, which is okay. If you guys realize, if you guys realize, like for example over here, okay, when we use the vector, to column and row. So column becomes the X, row becomes the Y. Okay, column becomes the X, row becomes the Y. But what happened with our name is that if you look in the change selected, okay, our source code will actually put, if you look, okay, if you look here, okay, foot 00 is up here. Foot 01 is here. Okay, so what we do is that this is our actually our, the first digit is actually our row, and then the second digit is our column. So it's row first and then column. Okay, as compared to the X and Y of normal position, is a column first patutnya, and then row. Okay, so because of that, because we already set up this one in took so long nak terbalikkan tu, I just terbalikkan inside my source code. Okay, so I terbalikkan at the change selected punya ni, whereby change selected is yeah, it is put here current hover. Okay, change selected current hover. Current hover ni is updated when you mouse enter. So current hover X equals to position X, current hover Y equals to position Y, but I change this around. So the Y is here, the X is here. Okay, so the I reverse this. I think this might be your problem. Can you check your source code at your
Okay.
mouse entered though? Make sure it is the other way around. Either you change the other way around here, or you change the other way around here. Yes. Yours cannot? Then show your source code. So there's a few things that you haven't updated yet. Okay, if you to look down on mouse enter, my function have a current hover. Oh, you have two mouse enter. Why you have two mouse enter? The one that you are using is the 153. 1452 is, that one is you copy from mine. So now when you copy the kakak, Undo. You can use that. Current hover X, current hover Y to you copy into your function. Line 146 and 147, you can copy that into your function. Copy that into your 154. Yeah. Yes, okay. Then you delete the 145. Okay. If you were to try now. What's happening there? Okay. That one, I think you have to check back your position of your name. Yeah, click that. Yeah, your footnote, click the note. And then you make sure the X and Y is correct. Post X and post Y is correct. How is it over there? When you start zero, you start 0, 0 at the bottom. Okay. Cakap, you have to ni. Is that correct? 3 and 4? Because actually the first number is your row. So that means your Y have to be 3. Okay, that's correct. Your Y 3, your X. No, your Y is 3, your X is 4. Check the other one. The foot 3, you know. Okay. Is it working? Okay. How about Lokman? Is your game working?
No.
Can you show your screen?
Okay. Still.
Okay. It looks like your X and Y are probably not correct. So you try to select this one. Put 0, 0 over. Okay, your X, Y, okay, correct. Okay, correct. Yep. Yep, correct. Right. Right. All is correct. So you play. You only select the one at the very bottom, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see your output.
Okay.
Can you please scroll up? Wait. You scroll down? Why you doesn't have the link sign? Is it already linked?
Huh?
Is your apa nama ni, block already linked to the on block mouse entered? Try to
Ni.
no. No, back. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Can I do annotation? I can annotate your name. Okay. No. If you go to the left, the scene though, 5-4 though. Yeah. Okay.
Press.
And then you go to the right. So you go to note though. Atas. Okay. So it's supposed to be linked to your source code on apa nama ni, mouse entered no. So you double click mouse entered. So you
FoodCrush.
no you pick, you choose pick. Yours is on block mouse entered.
Ni.
That's okay. Next.
Connect.
Then you see the green symbol. You have the green symbol there.
Oh.
So that's why so you only link that one single one. You have to link all of it.
All of. Ni.
Yes. So before that, we did it before by linking one row, and then after that, we copy the row. So all the one that's copied already have a link, but because yours is already there, so you have to link one by one.
All of the food ni.
Yes,
Like this and then ni.
and then pick. No.
Ni ready punch.
Try to switch off split method only. Where was your minute? Yeah, try to close it first. Okay, then click that. Okay. No, stop. Click that. You click back FoodCrusher. Okay, and then you click. And then you open the script only, script method only. Then you have the on block. Okay. Then press OK. Yeah.
Connect.
Yes. You
And then
see,
one tu.
you see the macam Wi-Fi signal there?
Ni.
Tak, your food 00 tu, nampak dah ada dot.
Oh ni.
So that one is only connected lah. So the ones yang not connected, you have to connect lah.
Oh. Eh. This one delete
What?
Tadi I accidentally press. Ni this one delete
Delete, delete.
Tadi I accidentally. Apa ni? Then. Oh, thank you.
Wait. Did you try
Working.
crushing some food? Try to
Not yet.
find 3 ways. Did it work?
Oh.
works, but yours has gone upside down. Pasal?
Tak. It
What?
come, the food is come
It comes from
down.
the bottom. Yeah. It goes down. So benda ni is that, let's see what happened. Yours is food
When I
00
press,
at the very top.
it's here.
Food 00 at the bottom. Yeah. Right at the top. It's food. Food 5 is at the bottom. Yours is food 0 at the bottom. Yeah. So you have it the other way around. Okay. So either you want to change that or you want to change your source code.
Ni.
It's easier to change
Food.
source code lah.
Change
Okay.
the food ni.
No. Your source code.
Change.
How you calculate going up or going down. Okay.
Kat
Scroll
mana
up.
tu?
Scroll up. Okay. Up some more. Up some more. Okay. Scroll down. Scroll down. Down. Here. Okay. So over here, yours is going to be a little bit different than mine because you have to start from the bottom. Okay, you have to start from the bottom and then going up. Kita all start from the
96 ni ke?
9188. Now, current destroy post dot y more than 0. Betul. Your 0 is at the bottom. Okay.
Ni. Ni ke?
188 188. 188. 188.
188.
Yes. No. Yeah, 188. No, that's 100. Oh, your 0 is your 0 got that strange thing. Okay. So 100 and 101. Yeah. So yeah, 9100. Oh, okay.
Yes.
We are going out by going up.
Change
Okay.
this thing.
That is mine. Tapi yours because it's the other way around. So yours is going up. You got to be less than. Okay, you got to change it. Change it.
This
to
one.
less than 6. Yes. Less than 6.
This.
Less than 6.
Ni.
Tak. Your line 100 though. It's not
Ah.
less than 0. It has to be less than 6. Because you're going the other way around.
Oh, sekejap.
Tak, betul lah tu. Less than 6. Bukan less than 0. Tadi betul. The symbol tu betul. Kurang daripada. No. There is more.
Sekejap.
Okay. And then that one is 6.
This.
Yes. And then line 102, you got to plus 1. Rather than minus equals to 1, you got to plus equals to 1.
This.
Yes. Okay. And then line 101, your current destroy dot post dot y minus 1, it has to be current destroy dot post dot y plus 1.
Ni.
Kanan sikit. Dah. Nampak? Yes. Okay. Right now.
Eh,
Yeah. Very in depth. Just go kanan sikit. Oh, sorry. Your line 100, so it has to be less than 5.
ni.
Okay. Because the thing
Like
is,
this.
more than 5, then you already go out of your range when you are destroying the 101.
Play.
Sorry, wait. Also, your line 103, you also got to change it up. Line 103 too, because you're at the very top. Yours would be, yours would be, kena darab lah. So basically, you kena tambahkan current destroy dot post x times 5 tu plus current destroy post y. Yeah. So bawah tu, copy from bawah. Yes.
Kopi ni.
No. Daripada current destroy post y.
Sampai habis.
Bukan. Dah sampai habis. Just that one je. Okay. Copy. And then you replace that 103.
Kat here.
Yes.
Like this.
Padam lah yang nak.
Ni, padam ni.
Padam. Jadi.
This.
Okay. Oh, dah tulis. Padam sampai current destroy post X dulu.
Like this.
Current destroy post X tu delete. Delete current destroy post X tu.
Ini.
Tak. Dekat line 103 tu, delete current destroy post X tu. The position have to be the same as. Okay, like that. Because you got to calculate by the Y. Okay, try.
Hmm.
Okay. So I think this is all for today. So inshallah next week we'll try to probably add a bit more atmosphere. So that tapi basically now is already working lah. So you guys can start playing around with it. Okay. Any other questions before we end? If you start on anything, Arfan, we can discuss it. Tapi next week lah. Okay. We can study it on GitHub. Everything that we've done tonight, I already put on. Okay. So that's all. Lokman, moving forward, you got to remember that yours is the terbalik. So if we have anything else that do calculation to the grid outside of the current selection, then we might have to be aware lah, that your position two is actually the other way around. Okay, Arfan, you can show your code. We got so much. Wow, that is a lot. A lot of rows and columns. So you can set the yeah, rows and columns really. Okay. Oh, okay. Good. Done. So you can do the selection, right? Okay. So you have to work on the selection first, so that you can select which one you want to switch, and then you have to have the switching algorithm so that you can switch between two grids, so two blocks, and then once you have that, then you can do all the checking and everything. Okay. That's that. Okay. Oh, so when you select, it goes bigger, is it? Okay. Yeah. So the thing is, you got to check when the user select, is it selecting um to the next to something else that they already selected before? If it's the same, if it is next to something that is they already selected before, then you need to switch. So you need to find out which one you need to switch. So that's the next thing. Hmm. Okay. move first, it will switch lah kan. That means it will change with the ones in that position. Yeah. Okay. So that means you only need to implement the checking of the what it can be crushed lah. Okay. Yeah. So the current one that we're implementing right now, it check every frame. So in the update, it will check. So that's why when we destroy over a few frames lah. Yeah. Can refer to the source code for some ideas, but you might implement it some other way lah. Okay. Good, good. I think we made good progress tonight. So inshallah next week we'll make it more immersive lah. Betul, add a little bit of animation, add a little bit of sound and music. All right. Thank you guys. Betul, so inshallah I will see you next week lah.
Assalamualaikum.
Um,